Warning, this podcast includes content not suitable for younger audiences, or older audiences, or anybody really. Run while you still can. We're the Hapless Heroes.
Pleased to see me. She's pleased to see me.
Am I?
Oh, I said that out loud. Jeez.
Welcome once again to the Hapless Heroes. My name is Dave, and I will be your Dungeon Master and host for this evening. And let's get started by introducing our party. To the left, we have Zach playing Paradil.
Drillalo!
We have James playing Hoblet the Smasher.
Evening, friendos.
We have Francesco playing Felix Fizzlebottom.
Well, how do we do?
I almost said Fizzlebang.
Every time, man.
Yeah, I know. Hey-o. It's weird. I have to check myself every time. But anyway, to his left, we have Joe playing Ezra.
Hey.
And we have Mike playing Quinn Southwind.
Hello.
So to recap, and oh boy, do we have some stuff to recap. Things happened.
Lots of things.
Plot development.
And a murder.
Yes.
The most foul.
There were a few murders. There was like a whole
There's a lot of
hallway.
murders. There's some murdering going on.
Ugh.
Yeah, we made up for lost time and got stabby.
Firebally.
Yeah. Yeah, and things. So, progressing through what was increasingly apparent to be a dungeon, you found it mostly empty, full of some skeletons, a wandering patrol, and found a pretty grisly sight in a hallway on your way to a room where there was screaming, but now there is no longer screaming. And upon further inspection, it looks like the insides became the outsides of one or several guards. Further on, sliding almost headfirst through this charnel house of a hallway, we have Hoblet the Smasher barreling through, and the party goes through to the end of the hallway and finds
Bang.
a pretty interesting sight.
Say the least.
One very tortured Arion Black, and one very well put together, near perfect doppelganger.
Mr. Black.
Yes, who, after some discussion, has agreed to take on the role of this Arion Black. It didn't even seem like he did so much that you convinced him. He was pretty much in that already.
Mm-hmm. He looked devious.
Yeah. He just came in and blew some dudes up and came into this world. After that, you kind of proceeded a little back on the hallways, got to the room where Morden Kragar, the head of this mercenary band that had occupied this ruin and taken Arion Black, met him and did to him what you guys do to most people you encounter nowadays.
At least the bad ones.
Yeah, bad's fuzzy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. There's a moral
There's a
continuum
sliding
there.
scale of bad. We're gonna get all gray in this motherfucker. So Morden Kragar came down with a bad case of dead, while the new Mr. Black did some stuff out in the hallway, and you're not really sure what happened, but there's a lot less ruckus than there was before.
Oh, boy.
Searching the room, you found 2 notes.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, you guys have the notes. Do you want to recap what you read?
Yeah. I can do that. So, there was 2 notes. One was from Razi to Morden Kragar, essentially thanking him for a shipment, and also explaining to him essentially how to find Arion Black. And it was this person's affiliated with someone called the Nighthawk, which we have no idea who they are. But it seems like Morden is trying to figure out who this Nighthawk is, or was trying to figure that out, and tried to extract that information from Arion Black, the dearly departed. So that's very intriguing. So we also know that shipment was like forbidden based on what Mr. Black said to Morden Kragar, and kind of the reason why he was contracted to be killed, it seemed like.
Forbidden at least at the word of
whoever,
the patron
yeah,
who's bringing
right.
him up
Whoever
to
is
this.
whoever Mr. Black is serving, right? And then the other note was from an unknown sender. All we know about them is that they have, enclosed this note with the seal of some sort of image of what almost looks to be a bridge over water, and is someone essentially trying to figure out, inquiring about the deaths of the late King Lucius, Queen Tertia, and Crown Prince Marcus of the Kingdom of Vesh, who were killed about a decade past. And I know we kind of briefly touched on that in the history of Airline, like in the first episode of this show. But essentially, yeah, like the Queen Daravesh is now the queen of the land, and those are her parents and brother that were killed. Like she rose to power as a result of that.
She's Carolyn Kennedy.
If you want to hear these letters in full, you can go to
The 68-minute mark.
in episode
10.
or look at the post we made on
Twitter.
Just like what Fran just told you.
And yeah, so that's what we learned.
All right.
Let's roll.
So you've got these details, and as you wrap things up with the late and not so great Morden Kragar and whatever random mooks he had with him.
Yeah, can we maybe try to just search the remainder of the office and area? I mean, because we kind of just beelined it for this secret door we found, where all this stuff was behind.
Yeah.
But we never really took after all this information. We kind of didn't bother to even try to looking around to see if there's anything useful that we can take for ourselves. I mean, this guy ran a business out of here, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Where's the money?
Yeah. Where's the money? What was he wearing?
What was he wearing?
Yeah, does
Let's
he have
see.
Hoblet runs over to the dead body and Morden Kragar and starts...
Morden Kragar was wearing chain,
Okay.
like one suit of chainmail.
Yeah. So you got better than
Yeah,
that.
better than that already.
You're in
Mostly
split.
not terribly brutalized.
Yeah. Fair.
And what looked to be a pretty common long sword and a short sword.
Okay. No, nothing too special on him.
Shit.
Anything in the office area? Can I investigate?
The office area does have what appears to be a small chest in the corner.
Boom.
Nice.
Oh, did we not? We knew about that.
I
We
don't
didn't-
think so.
No,
We didn't
you
know-
guys
we
had
didn't know about that. Okay.
found the notes on the desk.
Yeah, we didn't
we
really
didn't
go
go
any
any
further.
further.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
In the throne, there was a throne that we
Yeah. Had a little
Oh, that's
secret
what that
thing
might be
on
what I'm
it.
thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that opened the back room where the desk was, and looks like sort of the main office for this mercenary group.
So this guy was trying to run a kingdom out of this room. So there's got to be something.
Well, at least a free company of, soldiers for hire.
sure.
right.
Yeah.
Is the chest locked?
The chest is locked, but it doesn't appear to be a particularly sturdy lock.
How
Okay.
about we just go over to Morden's dead body, because he probably has the key.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Or Hoblet smashy smashy?
Well, no, we don't want to break
What
what's
if-
in
what
there.
If it's
Yeah.
if it's something fragile.
Can Hoblet always say it like
We're-
that?
we're in a
Must
hole.
be Italian.
Fragile.
Is that a Rugrats joke?
I think so.
Is it really?
I think that's a
Maybe.
Rugrats reference.
For
Nice.
they might be. The Satchmo.
So yeah, we got
So
we got the key.
I thought it was
We
a
got the
Christmas
key. Let's,
story.
let's
You
Well,
have
hold
the
on.
key?
Do we have the key?
Yeah, he does have a small key ring in his
You just
pocket.
assume you have a key.
No, he said yes.
It has
Okay, I didn't
about
hear it.
3 different copies of what look to be big skeleton cell keys,
Oh.
Probably for
And-
downstairs, yeah.
and one
Free
smaller
some
one.
prisoners.
They're all dead.
Oh yeah.
There's no one alive
One
down there.
small one?
Yeah, one smaller one, like a 2-inch skeleton key, as
I
opposed
say
to
we
like
start
a
with that
4-inch.
one.
Yeah, we start with
Yeah.
that one.
Thing.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Do we
So we-
pop that one in there? Yeah.
Yeah,
Try that one.
and
Let's see.
that does open the chest.
We got it.
Bitchin'.
Inside the chest is about 560 gold pieces.
Yeah, boy.
Oh man, swimming in it now.
Anything
fellas.
else?
Is
Um,
Mr. Black with us at this point?
Mr. Black is still in the hallway somewhere.
Yeah, we'll get to him in a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing
Well,
it.
I'm just trying to decide what the math on this is.
Right.
Yeah, we're splitting that 5 ways.
Yeah. Or, well, Zero's still
He's-
somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Where's Zero again?
Zero's like out by the cart, like the wagon, like way back. He didn't really come up with us.
Well, yeah, then he's cut out.
Right. We did.
This
we
was
did
our
the work.
job.
Right.
We could share
So
some
that-
with Zero.
Maybe a little.
You can.
Well, Zero's my friend.
I thought this was kind of. I thought that's what the deal was already.
Job.
I guess. If that's the way you see it.
All right, we'll work it out. We should at least ask him.
Yeah. I mean, Zero, it seems like he doesn't... I'd say Zero and Mr. Black both don't seem like the types to make much use of money.
Right.
Also
Right.
true.
Doesn't mean there isn't a use.
All right. Was there anything else in the chest
Whatever.
besides all that sweet gold?
No, nothing else in the chest.
Can I
Now
search
you
for,
Sorry, no
break it.
can I
jewels
search
here.
for a
This-
false compartment?
Yeah, Hoblet, smash that
Yes.
empty chest.
Make an investigation.
Break it.
Just out of spite, Hoblet pulls Trixie off his back and fucking smashes the
22.
22 tells you that's made out of a particularly fine kind of wood, but it does have the same dimensions as a normal chest.
Okay, just making sure. Just making
But it's
sure.
very
guys.
nice. The
It's already
workmanship's
broken.
fantastic.
Really?
Can I look around
Yeah.
for some, like, loose floorboards or, like,
It's smashed.
some mysterious paintings or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, the room looks pretty Spartan.
Okay.
This guy was all business.
Hey,
All
yeah,
right.
we got the money. That's gonna at least like be able to afford us some nice new digs.
So we each just pocketed 112 gold.
112.
Cool.
Sweet. Thanks for doing the math there, buddy.
In my head, Mom. Just in case my mom's listening to this, she's
Wow,
a
that
math
like.
teacher.
Oh, I thought you were calling him Mom.
No, she's a math teacher. So's my sister. So when I do smart math things, I like to let them know.
She doesn't know what a truncated octahedron is, though.
She does not. We could remind her
Quinn's
of
feeling
that
pretty happy
again.
with all this gold right now.
Yeah.
I feel like
if you can
my
spell.
right side is just just slightly cockeyed.
Nice.
All that weight.
Let's hit a bar.
All right. Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go check on what happened with Mr. Black, and because we had to bring him back with us.
Yeah, I would like to know if he found out who the Nighthawk was.
We can ask him about the Nighthawk when we're heading back.
Yeah.
Let's collect him and begin our travels back because we're like 2 days away from Erelon.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll just start
Onward.
walking out. Is the magical darkness still there?
The magical darkness, as you guys start approaching the hallway, the magical darkness starts to dissipate a little bit,
Okay.
and Arion Black emerges through this inky black fog.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
You scared the bejiblies out of me. Ooh.
Do I now?
You do. You're an imposing figure, and I don't necessarily trust you.
Stop it, I'm blushing. Ah. And he rotates his shoulder a little bit like he's just getting stretched out. Ah. I haven't had that kind of fun in, well, a few days, I guess.
I'm going to
Still
ignore how creepy that sounded and just ask, are you ready to travel? If we get on the road now, we should actually be back in time for Thursday brunch. It's a 2-day journey.
Ah, Thursday brunch.
Fucking mimosas. Let's go.
I have so been looking forward to the Thursday brunch. You're nothing but nice things from abroad.
Oh, it's all true.
It's rather something.
Yes.
I'm afraid to ask, but as we are starting to exit this facility, what is the aftermath of whatever the hell he did look like?
Yeah, what are we walking past?
What are you walking past? Well, as the darkness dissipates, as you're going further into it, you almost don't see the bodies until you're just about on them. And it looks like about 8 dead here in the hallway, just in the main hallway area. In various
All right,
states of disassembly. Not quite so splattery, but they were cut up.
Disassembly.
Disassembly.
It's a apt way to
Can I
put
get
it.
a language of origin?
No, disassemble!
Johnny
Use it
Five
in a
alive.
sentence. Oh, you just did.
Right. Aryan Black disassembled those guys.
Yes. Dismember, in his eyes, saying dismember would give his opponents too much personhood.
Alright, so do we make it back out of this thing?
Yeah, this like facility or
'Cause
ruin.
this-
Yeah.
I mean, this place was Yeah. I'd like to go back over here.
We've been here for like a
Oh, yeah,
full
we're outta here.
day
We can
so
walk
far.
over.
Yeah, it's been like a full day of work
Yeah.
here. So
So-
yeah, let's just I guess head back to the logging camp and see
Yeah.
if there's we could get on a wagon now so we can make it in time for brunch.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
It's getting late. Like it's sitting, I'd say about 9 p.m. or so when you get back to the logging camp after. It was a little walk. I think it was a couple hours from the logging camp to this place.
Sure.
I'm trying to remember several episodes back.
Yeah, you said it was a few miles. It wasn't
Yeah,
like
something like that.
I think it's something negligible.
This is what I get for not keeping continuity on the really.
You know what?
you're being too hard on yourself.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry, guys. It's a lot to keep track of.
Yes,
You're being
good. I'm
too
here for
hard
the
on
plot.
yourself.
That's right.
Not
If
what you
things
had
like
for
that
breakfast.
bother you, stop listening now.
Worst episode ever.
It really
Literally
is.
unwatchable.
I am literally the AIDS that is killing this podcast from the inside.
That's terrible.
And I love it. So,
Is there anything there for us to take out though?
you see, when you're walking around as this new area in black, like,
Right
it's
here.
it's kind of leaking over.
It's a
I'm a little
sun
more
it's
evil
getting
right
on.
now.
It bleeds into real life, yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. He's bad for me.
All right. So where?
I mean, it's late, but is there
Chilling?
anything? Is there
Anything heading out?
Nothing quite heading out. It looks like you guys are going to have to set up camp near here for the evening.
All right, where's Zero?
Zero is hanging out by, like, actually right by the hitching posts where they would tie up the horses. He's just, like, standing over there, like you guys parked him.
So would
Gotcha.
a
We need a
would a
rest
long
let's-
rest?
Yeah, we'll check in
Give
with
us-
him. Just kind of,
yeah.
we'll take a long rest. I'll fill Zero in on, like, boy, Zero, do I have a story for you?
Right.
Yeah.
So
And,
we'll catch Zero up to date on what's happened.
Yeah.
Yep. Zero.
I get spell slots back. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I won't say that Zero didn't have a reaction, but that he has a fantastic poker face at least.
Because he's a robot and he doesn't show emotion.
Yeah, and I guess
At
I'm going
least
to ask
not
him.
well or appropriately.
Right. I will ask him, old friend, since you don't really need to sleep very much, can you just let us know when the next caravan comes through heading to Erelon? Just wake us up if we're still sleeping.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Absolutely. And he goes back to tinkering on his left arm. He's got a couple of the panels off, and
Sure.
he's readjusting some of the calibration on there. It looks like he may be installing something like a gyroscope.
Coming back from a long rest montage.
Yeah. All right. So, anybody trying to initiate any conversation with Ariane Black, kind of either in the walk to or in the evening spent at the.
I would imagine. Like I would kind of. We kind of wanted to ask him if he knew anything about the Nighthawk.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of want to ask him like, I kind of pull out these notes that we found on Morton Kragar's desk, and I look at Mr. Black, and I'm like, so I was hoping maybe, just given your knowledge of what it seems like some of the players involved in this situation, if you may have some information as to who this Nighthawk is, or maybe if Ariane Black said anything.
Unfortunately, I didn't get much of an interview with the late great Ariane Black. He was in something of a rush to go, you might say. So no, I've got nothing there, and whatever this Nighthawk sounds like, the sort of person who is taking great pains not to be found.
It would appear so, yes.
No one would outwardly call themselves the Nighthawk at the town bazaar. They look at you like you've gone mad.
Of course. Well, then I guess, since I didn't really know too much about that, I may at least just show him the seal that's on the other note, that like bridge over water, and see maybe if he recognizes what that is.
I know he's like a crazy badass, but could we roll perception to see if we can tell if he's lying to us or if he's telling the truth?
Yeah, it's insight, right?
Yeah,
insight,
yes, that is
yeah.
insight.
Go for it, man. You got good wisdom.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I got +3 insight too.
14.
He seems to be pretty much on the level there.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I know he seems like a pretty badass dude, but
Yeah.
Right.
Should I bother?
Can I actually maybe ask him about his... Oh, that's right. No, him, right. He said he couldn't discuss it. I was going to ask him who his patron was, but I remember that he said he wasn't at liberty to discuss.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, he's not going to lie to you. He'll just outwardly tell you. He doesn't...
Right.
He's not going to tell you.
Well, I will ask him one more thing.
Yeah.
Is in that... All right, so, I mean, do you feel like you know at least enough about this Mr. Black to pass off as him? I feel like we need to make sure that, like, you can play the part, friend. At least for the time that we need to bring you back and, present you to the captain of the guard. Do you feel prepared for this, friend?
The good part about people in the line of work that Arion Black would have been is not a lot of people actually ever know them personally. I mean, even if you know them, do you really know them?
Do we know what line of work this was?
He was a merchant, it said
Yeah,
in the
he's
note.
like a shady black market.
Yeah, sort of a merchant who, just
We don't know
even
what
by
this is,
virtue of, what he did and the contacts he had, that put him as at least a lower tier spy.
Right, like a CI, something like that, confidential informant or whatever to the guard. Yeah, we don't know exactly what he was involved in, but I guess that's kind of the point. Well, that's really all the questions I have.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll let Zero wake us up and...
What's your favorite color?
Oh. Do you enjoy long walks on the beach?
Me first.
Oh, no, just...
Answer my question, man.
Aw, there's more than enough of me to love.
That's a beautiful answer. He's got some humanity in him.
Or he approximates it well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily go that far.
All right, let's head to the Gold
I
Canary.
was very good
Real
at
quick.
being a human.
Stop in for some brunch. Hopefully we make it in time. Can I, maybe even give the wagoneer a couple gold to, pick up the pace a little?
The wagon seems to be making a pretty good clip as is.
Okay. Just want to make sure we make it in time for brunch. I don't want to miss brunch.
He wants to pick up as many fares as he can in a day.
Right. I just after
So
an
he's a New York
exhausting
cabbie.
after an exhausting round of fighting and dungeon delving, and I just could use a good.
Chicken and waffles.
There you go. Yeah, that sounds great.
The, drum roll please, goat milk mimosa.
For sure. Make it a double.
The very best.
I'll have a stinky Sally.
So yes, with
all
a
know
little
what that
bit of
is.
time to spare,
The girl in the back.
Okay.
you guys arrive at the Gold Canary, the original home of the original Thursday original brunch. Originally.
The one and only. This episode brought to you by the Gold Canary.
Where waffles and mimosas meet for your satisfaction. Come on in on Thursday and try our brunch.
There's always a table open for you.
And you arrive at brunch time at the Gold Canary.
Which means it's 11 in the afternoon.
it is.
11.
Oh, you thought
On
we
the
forgot,
dot.
but we didn't.
I was going to ask what time it was.
Did it.
It's high noon.
Zing of the day.
It's
Bullshit.
Hi.
It's 11 in the afternoon.
Perfect time for brunch, anyways.
11 in the afternoon. it
Yeah,
is.
let's get in, grab a bite before we head back and figure all this crap out.
So yeah, pop in. Table for six.
Yep. So
7.
the 7.
Oh, 7. Well, 0.
We always forget 0.
Yes, I'm carrying two
War
personalities
Forged
right
are
now.
people too, man.
But is he eating? Is he just tweaking himself outside?
Yeah, when's the last time he even sat?
That's true. Does he need to sit,
place at
though?
the table?
Too busy playing with himself.
Whoa!
Oh, and his dial.
Just tinker. It's called tinkering.
There's oil all over the place.
And the warning just
It's a little
became
greasy.
important.
Viscous.
Explicit content.
boobs. Anyways,
It really just
so we
is.
get our table for 7.
It's just dick and fart jokes all the way down, folks.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think we need to go into great detail about how we order food and eat it. We just do that. I feel
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Stinky
I mean,
Sally, please.
Yeah,
Sleep.
the only time we even bring up that there is a meal at all is when it's a special occasion like a Thursday brunch.
Right,
Or
exactly.
only when we've been at the Gold Canary.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Well-
unless anyone else has any other business here at the Gold Canary, I want to know what the hell is going on, and I want to get us out of this situation so that
Yeah.
we're not going to get arrested.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's our office.
Get us off
Golden
the
Canary's our
hook.
office.
Yeah.
So we're taking him back to
the captain, who we actually
Right.
still don't know what her name is.
to the Po9.
Ezra's girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah.
I tried so very hard.
I know.
Hashtag bow chicka wow wow.
All right. So we're
Yeah, I guess we'll.
do
I mean, we're a short walk from there. We don't have to wait for another carriage.
no, we don't. Have we? Maybe it goes without saying, but have we sort of laid out to Aryan Black, to Mr. Black,
What's gonna?
what exactly?
Yeah.
Like
We
he
expected
knows
him-
that
yeah.
we need him to be this person, but does he know that?
It's gonna get
That-
locked
Like
up.
we're taking him to the cops right now
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
get us
he's
off
aware.
the hook.
He
Does
doesn't
he
seem,
know that?
He is nonplussed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not
More
even
so, I
phased.
just wanted him to be in the right mental spot. Although he
That
doesn't
we're
really
about to
seem
go
like
talk
he
to the
needs it.
cops.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
No, I mean it's understandable. Like a disclaimer is necessary for a situation like that.
You know,
Right.
nursing home, children playing in the park, cops, rabid wolves. His expression doesn't change for
Fair
any of
enough.
the above.
Let's roll.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess we'll head back to that guard house. Knock
Yes.
on the door. Yeah.
Knock on the door. About 10 seconds pass or so. 11, 12. And then someone opens the door, and it's one of the guards who was there. The one who was in the living room and kind of waved you out as you left.
Oh yeah, with his back to us.
Yes. Because he didn't see anyone escaping.
Right. Yeah. Good afternoon. We have retrieved, Mr. Black here.
Of course. You're expected. It holds open the door and motions you down the hall.
Okay.
And through the kitchen
Just walk
to
right
the stairs at the back of the kitchen. And down into the holding cell where you guys had been previously. The guard captain is there waiting at the table. She, a slight smile at the edges of her lips. She's impressed, I guess you might say.
Damn straight.
I look at her and I say, "It was all Ezra."
Pleased to see me. She's pleased to see me.
Am I?
Oh, I said that out loud. Jeez.
Well,
That was awesome.
Ridiculousness.
she continues to have that little self-satisfied smile there. Makes a girl feel wanted to know that someone breaks their internal filter around her.
Oh.
All right.
My heart's all aflutter.
Well, here's
And then-
Mr. Black.
The smile kind of fades after she says that.
I mean, we're presenting this guy.
Yeah,
Here he is.
Teddy.
the flesh. I was hoping we wouldn't have to meet under these sorts of circumstances. Is everything all right with you? He pauses, looks around, surveying the room, looking pretty self-satisfied. Yes, everything is just fine. Why do you ask? Her eyebrows raise. Your reputation precedes you indeed, Mr. Black. What will you do now? Black looks. Well, I have been away from Riverford for a while. I believe I have some business to attend to there. I'm sure you'll see. And with that, he turns around, walks out. One of the guards looks like he's going to raise an arm to stop him. And if anyone's looking at that exchange, you make a perception check.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nat 20. Whoa! What do I see?
Not
What do
only
I know
not
to
only
be
do you
true?
see the guard's face go a little bit pale, but it smells like he may have peed himself a little bit. And he checks back just a bit. Like a little bit of pee came out. And he just backs off and lets Black walk on out of there.
Huh.
The lady doesn't say anything?
The lady
Joe's
looks
lady
incredulous that someone would have even done this to her. Like she's at a temporary loss for words.
So
You mean walked out on her?
Well, Hoblet's gonna turn and look at her and be like, "So, can we go?
Are we free to go? Like, have we?
Have we satisfied our debt to you, ma'am?"
Did you find anything else when you were there?
Oh, yes. And I start rifling through my pack.
No,
Dude, listen.
no.
Listen. Listen.
It's like the moment where like one character says no and one character says yes, and you both just look at each other like, really awkwardly.
We're in no debt to this lady. She arrested us out of nowhere. These are our
we
letters.
did what she told us to.
Right, we did. We already satisfied our debt to her. She's a dirty lady cop who arrested us for no reason.
She's just a dirty
You try
lady.
to convince her that we don't have anything.
Are you guys having this argument out loud?
I feel like we always are. I feel like we always are.
No, but I feel like we're going one of two directions here. Whether we tell her, yes, we found these letters, or no.
Listen,
I'm just wondering if you just called her a dirty lady cop right in front of her face. That's what I'm concerned about.
I feel like this is taking...
Should we roll to it?
no.
What are we rolling for? Either said it or you didn't.
Fighting me.
I like how I'm
Initiative,
still trying to
everybody.
wrap my head around the
Right.
dynamics of this social interaction.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way we could hide. This has taken much too long of time to
Right.
make this an internal monologue.
Her-
Like, there's no way
gaze-
the two of them are just staring at each other
Yeah.
having this
Right,
conversation.
right.
She's no longer impressed. Her gaze is now quite cool.
So, yeah, because you already said yes. And I
Yeah.
said no. And I'm like, oh,
You,
well.
you kind of look like the sap now.
Well, we did find a couple
Adults
letters.
are talking,
Oh.
looking straight at you.
Men are talking.
So I finish my sentence, I
think
guess,
that's the movie.
after we have the discussion, that argument out loud to each other.
Yes, but I didn't
And I-
call her a dirty lady cop out loud.
Yeah. And you shot me
I
some
will
dirty
allow
looks.
you to retract the statement "dirty lady cop."
Right.
Okay.
It is
Excellent.
stricken from the record.
Excellent. So I hand her, the notes.
Okay.
You're going to...
Listen. I want to know what's going on here.
So you're actually, you want to get involved in what's happening.
I am
We have
incredibly,
no obligation to get involved.
incredibly
He's talking
curious.
to the cops.
We have
Listen.
no obligation.
I'm a
Don't
super
ever
curious.
get arrested with
no.
Francesco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see anything?
No.
Yeah,
This
my
isn't
friend
Francesco
stole
talking.
Can't
a
wait for the
bunch
next
of
story
shit.
arc when
This isn't
Fizzle
Francesco's voice speaking. I would never do that.
This is
This is
Fizzlebottom.
Felix Fizzlebottom
So Fizzlebottom's
and his
gotta stand up to our
unending-
Fizzlebottom's
football.
gotta go.
and
Right.
his unending
Who brought-
curiosity.
Who brought this guy?
Fizzlebottom has put the party at risk to advance his character. Inspiration.
Fine. So Fizzlebottom basically tells the cops everything. Let's just assume that. He hands
Spilled
the letters
the
over,
fucking beans.
tells them everything that
Yep.
happened.
So
Maybe even goes so far as to tell him that wasn't the real Aryan Black, that he's dead.
no.
Yeah, why don't we just-
Why don't we just
Let
tell
me
him that?
explain.
I'm for once on Hoplet's side.
Once again, the adults are talking.
Whoa.
Was this all out loud? By the
No,
way?
no.
Except for the adults are talking part. So, Captain, and I must apologize for maybe not having manners earlier, because as again, Felix is a flatterer, right? But I never even caught your name, and I sincerely apologize. Why don't we start there before I explain maybe what happened here?
Kip. Guard Commander Kip.
Okay. Do I have to address you as Guard Commander?
Something?
She just kind of tilts her head a little bit to the side and almost rolls her eyes. Like, did you really ask me that question?
So, Guard Commander Kip.
Almost a disappointed sigh after that.
So, we don't know much. All we know is that, from what it appeared that we had, and I'm going to say, we had encountered Morden Kragar attempting to interview Ariane Black through some nefarious means, but we arrived just in time to intervene.
Did you know?
That would be a 20 for deception.
Interesting.
And we defeated Morden Kragar, who immediately attacked us. Self-defense. We had to rescue Ariane Black by any means necessary. And so, Ezra, being the brave elf that he is, almost single-handedly took him down.
Yeah, you're going to have to make another persuasion on that one.
20 again.
Okay.
And then, after slaying him, we decided we immediately looked around and found these notes in Mr. Kragar's office, and they seemed to detail something about the Nighthawk and there seems to be a note from someone with the initial of R. There's a shipment that took place,
R.
but we don't really know too much about.
R?
Yes, the letter of the alphabet.
I mean, I show her the notes.
letter?
R.
Yeah.
R.
QRSR.
Now, you really mean to tell me? You really mean to tell me that you don't know who R is?
I mean, I
Or
feel
are you
like
trying to hide this one?
I mean, I guess there are reasonable assumptions could be made, but there are also many, many people in this world with the first name R.
Oh, that toad isn't getting out of this.
There's
one.
Raymond. There's Randy.
Listen,
there's
I have-
Rigatoni Danza.
Randy.
I have no love nor allegiance to this R fellow. And actually, Felix wasn't there when Razi did anything, so to be fair, he may actually have no idea who the fuck Razi is.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pretend like I have no idea
Just
who
like
he
you
is.
don't know who Don Corleone is.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not from here. I'm a gnome, man. I don't live here.
Her nose twitches a little. Whatever. I will deal with that toad later.
But so this is the information I'm just maybe wondering, and this is mostly just to satiate my own curiosity, ma'am. But I'm actually quite curious as to maybe what happened in this incident a decade ago with the royal family, and I'm wondering if potentially, now that are square, if maybe potentially we could come to some sort of agreement where I may be able to assist you in finding out what may have happened to them, and we can work out some sort of arrangement. I feel like we've proven ourselves worthy. We are runners after all.
Not of the Vesh kingdom. What's your stake in this?
Simply put, paying for upkeep and maintenance of this fine adventuring party.
She looks genuinely happy at that. Ah, I can speak the language of money. And have it you shall, but I suppose first things first, not maybe being from around here. Don't really know about what happened to the king and queen, do you?
I can't say that I do.
Interesting. They were shot by bandits, as it were, in Riverford. How the Baron of Riverford allows it to be so lawless out there, I will never understand. But bandits murdered them.
That's it?
You're shot and dumped over the bridge in Riverford.
It seems to me that bandit attacks do happen, but
Were they riding alone?
yeah, wasn't.
Well, if it's they,
Where
it
were the
wouldn't be
royal
alone.
guard?
At this point, Paradil
They were the king
is
and the
just,
queen
like,
and the prince.
completely
that's a valid
frustrated.
question.
No,
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like
a valid question.
they didn't have any guards with them.
Paradil at this
Was-
point
was
is
the
just like
king
throws his arms
standing-
up and just goes to
Yeah.
look out the window. He does not care at all about this shit.
Suit yourself, Paradil.
He's like, why are we even talking about this?
Well, now we're in. Your friend got
Yeah.
us.
Quinn's
Yeah.
slightly
As it
intrigued now.
turns
That's why
out,
he doesn't
though-
say
Sounds
anything and he just goes to
interesting.
look out the window.
Royal.
I am secure-
To be fair though, royal guards
income here,
can't
fellas.
block crossbow bolts.
Those
Well, no,
brunches-
but
those
wouldn't-
brunches aren't going to buy themselves.
So how do they
They
not
were
know
shot
who
while
did
they were
it?
crossing the bridge.
Bridge over troubled water.
So that seal is a bridge over water.
Right.
I'm not saying this out loud.
Wait. Oh, okay. You're not saying that out loud. Okay.
I'm not saying this out loud. I'm just like, this is like Felix is starting to put pieces together. I mean, Riverford, right? I mean, it's still a stretch. I would need to see what their like symbol of their township or whatever is, but like I could reasonably assume that maybe Riverford is some. There's some more information there. Like, listen, well, before we get there, I guess I want to. She seems to be trying to deflect this or something. I don't know, but like, I'm trying to see if I could, get us a job here that's going to pay some moolah.
Cash.
Right.
Some cashish.
It's
Yeah.
like CSI.
It's
Hapless Heroes.
trying to describe a ubiquitous cultural event to people who don't get it. It's like she feels like she's trying to explain Earth customs to a Martian right now. Like, how do you not know this stuff?
Okay, fair
And
enough.
trying to failing to find the right words to tell that story properly because it's just been like ingrained in everyone's consciousness here.
I understand.
Paradol turns around and he says, "Listen, we did you a favor. Do us a favor. Please enlighten us. We're trying to make some coin in this world. As much information as we can get from you, we'd certainly appreciate."
Paradil keeping it real.
While keeping it safe.
So I guess the question Quinn has is what are you
Who are the suspects?
I'm only so we're coming at this from like obviously these notes reveal that there's something deeper going on here.
Like, what's your goal in all of this?
Do you not wish to see
Her
the people
goal
brought
is
to justice
to
as well?
Keep the peace.
But
in
are
the
you
town.
investigating this, or is this just something that has just now come up?
Yeah,
Like, is this new to you?
it's the sort of thing that would have been under investigation for years, although it was a pretty short one because bandits killed the king. Bandits were in turn killed. On with life.
Right, but now it just seems like obviously people are very interested in gaining information as to what happened. I mean, obviously, based on these correspondences.
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm assuming.
You only told her about Razi's note?
No, I told her about both.
Oh, the other one. Well, she looks at Razi's note first, and most of this discussion goes on. She looks at the second note and reads a little bit and stops, and just like she even stops breathing for a second.
So this is new to her.
Slams down the paper on the table. Picks up the largest knife she can find and stabs it right through the seal. That bastard!
And the plot thickens. Okay, so who are you?
What bastard?
Oh, now you're interested.
I've been interested.
That two-faced Baron of Riverford.
We're like doing it all for him.
So he is Riverford.
Got no game.
Yeah.
Did you say the Baron of Riverford?
The Baron of Riverford. That's his seal.
Okay. So that confirms that.
Sure does.
He knows something. He's trying to deflect suspicion with this phony concern.
From his travels, does Quinn know
Deflect
anything
what
about
suspicion?
the Baron?
Oh, we've always suspected it was him.
What made him your prime suspect? And Felix pulls out a little notebook. That's right, guys.
It's obvious it was...
Sherlock Gnomes is here.
The outlying districts never got along.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, it's okay. You can boo that.
That was really bad.
horrible.
The Family Guy was like,
I think booing it got
You know what, guys? It's okay. I'll show myself out. I'll show myself out. It's fine.
Boo. Oh, Quinn got a gnome to cry. Yes.
Anyway, so I have my notebook out.
The outlying cities were never on good terms with the king and queen. And it happened right in his backyard.
So why hasn't he been...
Proof.
charged? And what would you offer for such proof?
Proof? I'll give you 1,000 gold for his head.
I like how that math works out.
That's 200 each.
That's... I mean, listen. Okay.
You're not of the guard. You're not of this city. Right. You're not even of this nation.
It's 166 each.
Right.
So everyone's cool with literally murdering a person for money?
Yep.
Because that's pretty much what she's asking us to do.
I'm trying to murder for love.
What we do.
Yeah, but I feel like the people we've done it for so far have deserved it. This guy sounds like he deserves it
Felix
too.
wants justice.
Right.
And also, we're trying to make a name for ourselves.
Right, we don't want to be killing.
And this
guess,
is.
Well, hold on a minute.
We're mercenaries for revenge right now.
Felix, if we're sidebarring, are we all sidebarring?
I mean, whatever. She seems.
Decide? Because
we're on.
After this outburst, she has turned and stepped towards the window. She's trying to regain her cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
This is not an innocent.
Talk to me.
This is a person that did something bad, and we're
as long as I'm just making sure we're on the same page for that.
But we don't know
because then we can accept. Well, why don't we go find out? And if
right,
he
that's
did,
what I mean.
then
I would be about justice, and if this worked toward our renown, then great. But I don't want it to end up we make a mistake, kill the wrong person, and now there's blood on our hands that we didn't want.
Yeah.
All right. I still want
Yeah.
to formalize this contract, though.
Not that should be the conscious of the group, but
No,
I mean, I guess
that makes sense to me.
you came in
I'm
here,
with
you
you on
gave
that.
all the info to the cops. Now this is what the cops want us to do. We can't exactly be like,
No.
Killed someone,
No.
not so
just
much.
just
No,
checking
no.
in to see how everyone else feels about this.
Yeah.
That's all. It's
Also,
a feelings check, guys. It's
Felix is gonna know
Well-
if this is like a counterfeit seal.
Oh yeah, I'm very.
While you
Like, how
guys
does this
are
seal look,
still
Felix?
huddled, she turns back towards
What?
you from the window. Consider it for the evening. Go find yourself some lodgings. She fills out a little slip, hands it to Felix. This should be able to secure you lodging for the evening. Report back here by, say, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning with your decision.
Okay. I guess we'll sleep on it. I'm ready to. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Too bad there's no brunch on Fridays.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there might be, but it's probably not that great.
Okay. So where do you guys head to?
I mean, should we head to the Morningwood? I mean,
Does-
we have a
do-
free
wait,
night. We got a free
Does
night
Ezra
stay.
lean in and say, "Your place or mine"?
Oh, please, yes.
No, I don't think I want to.
Oh.
You don't want to commit that hard?
No.
Yeah, she
There
seems.
were times where I thought it would be a good idea, and I was like,
Yeah,
think
she seems a little shady herself.
I think that would be
She's
a
a
hilarious
little
thing to break the
manly.
tension, honestly.
I
Because
wouldn't say manly. I think it's
that
just
would be
yeah,
a huge laugh.
Dave's acting.
she still seems
her out.
Yeah.
manly.
Yeah.
Well, she's a bitch.
No, man, it's just RBF, man. Don't hate.
No, like
She seems like a no. She doesn't.
No,
seem
it
like
isn't
a reasonable
RBF.
person at all.
she wouldn't be capable of doing her job if she weren't.
Yeah. All right, let's.
All the
yeah.
things
So-
we
so
say are
here's-
assertive
here's-
about men, we call bitchy about women. So she just owns it.
Right.
Here's the debate that I'm having:
Oh, you get
is
another-
the money's great, sounds awesome,
Okay.
but again,
Sleeping
we're
on it,
trying
right? So
to
we're obviously taking a long rest.
create a name for ourselves.
Right.
We don't want to be going around killing the wrong people.
True.
I mean,
Yeah, but
if it was more money.
I feel
Also-
either way
Whichever
this
school
shakes
of
out.
thought you fall into,
Either way, this
regardless,
shakes out.
or
We're going to be known
irregardless.
for
right.
It doesn't matter.
Well, right.
It doesn't. I'm just
No
going to
matter
say at
who
this
you
point,
do
it
work
doesn't
for?
matter because
So if he's innocent, it doesn't matter.
no, because it's not like it's going to get out because the cops aren't going to want.
We're going to kill a baron.
Well, right, but we're killing him to take his head back
Well,
to the cops.
get an
I'm
A or
not
get
guessing
an
we're not
F.
going to behead him
Yeah, but
in
the-
the town square.
But, I mean,
I don't want
you-
people to know it's us.
You internally already decided that she was a shady, dirty cop. Like,
And you're
what-
and you're still
what are- why are
totally
you
cool.
defending her?
My hatred. I'm not defending her. I'm defending the task. We as a group have accepted the task, and now this guy is my foe. My hatred for my foe is blind and unreasoning. He
Okay.
is now
that's,
our enemy.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair. Okay.
Alright, so
So-
character-wise, you are
Right.
dead set.
Right
that
on
he's
it.
the guy.
That's it.
I'm in.
Okay.
This is
And
great. I didn't have
logic-wise,
nearly as much writing as the last episode.
If
I
we
gave
do
her
this on the
fans.
low and kill this guy and bring his head back, we'd like not everybody to know that we killed the Baron, whether he's guilty or not guilty.
Now, the baron is also probably very rich.
Right.
So, I mean, we could also play the other side
Touche, salesman.
and make more money and make...
We could.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I
I
would-
would say let's leave
That
all of
would-
our options open.
I
That
wanna
would be
see-
shit for our reputation, though.
Not necessarily depending on
Depending
how it
on
shakes
where.
out.
Right.
The Baron could have high... Like, he could get us...
What if he is like on the moral high ground here,
Right.
and maybe this Kip is like,
What if
you know,
what
it doesn't
if
matter.
that's Kip's
You know what I mean?
side?
Like,
There's multiple ways this
There are
could
so
shake
many
she's
ways.
blaming it
There
on
are
the
so
Baron.
many
So
ways.
are you guys having this discussion in the open? Like
No, no.
No, we've gone
we've,
back
we've,
to-
we've
Well, I
retired
meant
to.
like at the inn or something.
No, we
No.
have a room.
We're
Yeah.
not having this
Yeah.
conversation about like the inner workings of city
Of
politics
killing a baron.
in public. Yeah.
Okay.
we're at lodging.
I think
all
the two of us
laying
have
in
at
different
least have
beds,
enough wisdom on
talking
that.
about
Yes.
this with the lights off.
Okay.
Yeah, the lights are off.
We're like
yeah.
huddled in a corner of a room.
It's
We're
okay. It's
towers
okay.
on
We
the
all
door.
have
We're
dark
writing-
vision.
We're writing it.
We all have
Yeah.
dark vision, so
you all
we
have
can all
dark
see
vision?
each other. Yeah.
I have
So it's
60
like the
foot.
lights are on.
As long as we're within 60 foot of each other, I'm good.
So wait, you have dark vision?
Wait, let me
So
check.
do I.
Hold on, let me check my sheet.
Anyways,
Here's as though I do.
I thought the lights
60
are on.
foot.
so
the
for now,
entire time.
let's accept the deal. I'm gonna draft a contract. 1,000 gold is, that's a good place. That's a good starting point.
I like the fact that it's a starting point.
and we'll start heading to Riverford in the morning.
Because we all have dark vision, could we hold all of our meetings in the dark?
Can we negotiate?
Can we put out all the flames when we get together for meetings? Because we all have 60
So now
foot
I
of dark
have
vision.
an image in my head of what the meeting would be. It's in
all
the dark,
just all
but it's
dark.
you know how that '70s show they had the camera that just kind of went around the table,
Yeah.
like that in the dark.
When they're all smoking pot.
Sorry. Yeah.
I wasn't
Yes.
gonna say it, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do. Okay, yeah, sure. That's what it looks like now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Those are. I can agree with that. I mean, why not? I feel like that makes it for more secure team meetings
Yes.
Because we all have dark vision.
because we all have dark vision.
Agreed. And even if someone did overhear us, they can't see us.
Although, if we're in a room that's larger than 60 foot across, we'll have to leave the lights on because I only have 60 foot.
Well, we're not going to be sitting 60 feet from or 61 feet from each other.
But if you did, Fran, I wouldn't be able to see you because my
Let's have
dark
a private
vision
meeting.
stops at 60 feet. So 61 feet.
Like
I
murder
couldn't
you
see
in
you.
real life.
No, this is it.
No, I
this
can't.
this is the Dungeons and
Guys.
Dragons equivalent of emergent gameplay. You're inventing new
All right,
ways
all
to
right.
play D&D.
You know, this
I feel like
D&D
Quinn
meta
has
is
already
kind of
moseyed down to the
stale.
bar. I feel like Ezra's following up. We're already at the bar. We've already left you guys.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
fair.
We feel like the decision's been made. We're
Yeah,
done.
okay.
I
mean-
saw my way out pretty easily.
We'll drink and rest.
With that 60.
Yeah.
And
All right.
With my
So
dark vision.
which tavern did you wind up going
the
to?
morning wood, since
To the
you
Morning
gave us
Wood.
the slip for it.
Yeah, it would have worked at any of them in town, but
That's
the Morning
fair.
Wood is as good a
11:30
place
in the
as any.
afternoon.
Yeah.
It means I have to build one less set in my head.
That's exactly right.
We'll have to draw the curtains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
yeah.
love that we have so many awesome
And then I guess in the morning we'll.
Yep. Well,
back
when
to
you
camp.
arrive at the bar,
Oh yeah.
you get there.
Uh-oh.
There's a familiar back of the head.
Oh,
I'm sure it's
cocksucker.
attached to a familiar face sitting at the bar.
We can't even
Are-
be
Is
seen
it
with
Mr.
this
Black?
guy.
Isn't it, though?
Yay!
Mr. Black's at the
I
bar.
Yes,
like
he
Mr.
is.
Black.
Oh.
He turns towards the... I was beginning to think you'd never arrive. What kept you?
That stupid crooked lady cop.
Oh, I suppose she would keep you, wouldn't she?
She's. I mean, now he's our enemy. I've seen this dude defend us, so I'm telling him she wants to pay us 1,000 gold to kill the Baron of Riverford.
So much for our secret meeting, guys!
We're just talking to Mr. Black.
He trusts his friends, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, listen. You know,
Like,
hey,
two
listen.
kings of deception with
Those
the guy
who-
who trusts everybody.
Those who fight with me are those worth.
Who put this group together?
Dude.
Read that again into the microphone. What is Hoblet's bond? Or is
Those
that-
who fight with me are those worth laying down my life for.
There you go.
This dude defended us before.
Did he?
He
He
did.
killed like
Yeah.
20 people for us.
A cop hit on me before. And I didn't even say that much.
I'd like to. But now we're in. I'd like him on our side.
Oh
I'm not saying not.
Oh
Right.
man, guys.
I'm trying to figure out your.
I want him in the group.
Yeah.
I want him to fight with us.
Well, I mean, he has to come back to. He has to go to Riverford anyways. Maybe. I mean, that was kind of Arion Black's home.
right.
We are the most moral and ambiguous group I have ever worked with.
I think we're still trying to feel it out as to where we land on that dial.
Yeah.
I mean, and Quinn's a pirate. Like, that's saying a lot.
Well, so what's the other angle? Not tell him what we're doing?
You have to just start it off.
Whatever. We're having a conversation.
All right, go ahead.
He
Over
was
drinks.
at the hotel waiting for you.
Right. I'm
I
a
mean, come on.
no-nonsense kind of cat.
And he's also. I mean, he was waiting for us. Like he holds us to some sort of regard, right?
Right.
Apparently.
He would have just taken
Hoblet
off if he didn't
smash.
care about us.
Hoblet smash.
just go ahead.
Maybe he was just
So yeah,
around drinking bourbon.
right.
That's right.
He would have been there anyway.
So this man gets it.
Yes,
he is
quite
drinking.
the distinguished
He
gentleman.
is drinking the drink that the rest of you would probably see as bourbon at
Yes.
the bar,
Okay.
as he does.
And I guess and Hoblet is regaling him with.
With what we're doing. See what he knows about the Baron of Riverford. Maybe he knows that he's a bad cat.
Quietly, right, Hobbit? You're doing this quietly? Okay,
as
we're
quietly
quiet.
as a dwarf can.
That's what I
Quietly,
was trying.
thank
Like,
you.
I'm just like, go. Do your thing. Do what you're good at.
Smash.
with words.
Yeah.
Well, if I were you, it doesn't hurt to find out what's going on. I mean, are we really going to take everyone at their word? Oh, what a world that would be. I mean, what?
Open minds, people.
Yeah,
Right.
you're also worried about being on the side that's right. You're not asking the right question. You just need to make sure you're on the side that wins. I mean,
Quinn just
What-
raises his glass. I'll drink to that.
what does being right get you?
Touche.
Now,
Yeah.
I could personally care less what happens as far as what's right.
So we need to meet the Baron and see for
yeah.
ourselves.
Well, you can see for yourselves or you can kill him. It doesn't actually matter which one you do as long as you're confident the side you're going to land on is the one that's going to win.
Paradol, his eyes get kind of wide as if he's just realized something.
Now,
And he's just
that
sort
would
of
just
taken
be
aback.
how I would do it if I had any stake in this game. Ah, while I think about it, tell me about my old friend Razi. How is he?
Terrifying.
He always was a little lax on the hygiene. I suppose they all are from his camp. You can almost see a look of disgust on his face when he says the word. He's definitely got something against Razi's ilk.
So, do we know very much about the Baron?
I mean, only that Kip seems to think that he's the one responsible
Yeah.
for the death of the royal family.
So what if
he was
we-
a popular opposition?
Can we just?
hold on.
That's so funny.
Can we
Like,
just
he's
call
now
out
written kill
something?
Kip?
right. Like,
Question mark?
yeah, like on James's notebook where he's like jotting down certain plot points.
Here's
there's literally-
exactly what it says, people. Kip pays us 1,000 for Baron of Riverford's head, and then I've got an arrow, and then it says "Kill Kip?" Question mark.
Hilarious.
Maybe we do.
I love that I just
God.
glanced up and saw that. And I'm like, what?
Well,
Oh
it
my.
sounds to me like we have to.
Sounds like you just
decide.
want to kill somebody.
Well, we have to decide. We're going to kill someone.
Let's take the contract. Let's head to Riverford. Let's see if
Right.
Learn some.
Mr.
Let's see
Black
who's
wants to
worth
come
killing.
with us. At least let
Right.
us escort him to
Now,
his home.
Bad Baron.
I'm gonna guess. Maybe this is.
Does it break the same as a hole?
You are from Riverford. Yes. True.
He has been working in the Riverford area. Well,
Right.
the he that he's copying
Oh,
is around
right,
the
right.
Mr.
Riverford
Black.
area.
Right.
So,
So,
the real Aryan Black is from
Riverford. Right.
Yes, or at
Could
least with
we
invasion powers,
could
I
we
think.
use Aryan Black's
Renown.
position? Yes. To leverage a
Meeting?
low key, what I'm going to try to call a low key meeting with the Baron,
Okay.
where what I would like
Where
to
you're
do.
not going to speak.
Right. I'm not going to speak
Good,
at all.
okay. I'm glad we
Right.
have that. Yeah.
What I would like us to do is tell the Baron why we've been sent there. I'd like to double the price. I'd like to tell him, listen, the cop from wherever thinks that you did this. Because we're going to have him in an
then
area.
You're not going to talk.
I'm not going to talk, and I just want to see how you guys feel about
Are we having
plan.
this meeting again in the dark?
No,
Did we
I
go
said
back
break.
upstairs?
Look, I said break.
This
but
is
I
a team
don't-
meeting again.
So, if we tell him, hey, this cop wants to pay us $2,000 to come here and bring back
Why don't you
your
tell
head.
us your side? Let's see what's going on
Right,
here.
like we kind of took that a little bit weird, so we came with our friend Mr. Black. If he gets all offended and uppity, we know that he's the one that did it. Justice prevails. We fucking kill him, take him back. If he's willing to pay us more money, maybe he's willing to pay us $2,000 to go kill Kip. And then all we gotta do is knock off that lady cop.
Yeah, just kill
then he's
the
fine.
You're gonna kill your
captain of the
homie's
secret
girlfriend?
police.
So what's the besides what she said? Do we have proof that we can bring to him?
The
that
letter.
says
We don't
okay.
have the letter.
Right,
But
we
we've
gave
No,
the
I
seen
took
letter.
it back. I took
Oh,
it
you
back.
did?
She stabbed a knife through
Yeah, I
it.
still have it. I don't know. I'll take it back.
Okay, so we have the letter.
Why not? Listen, she didn't say she wanted to enter it into evidence, so unless she just specifically took them from me...
Well, you didn't say that you reclaimed
That's true,
the letter.
so they're still there. I'll grab them tomorrow.
Right.
You have Razi's note.
Okay.
You were
Right.
somehow able
So,
to secure that.
That's cool.
We
She
could
was less
take
concerned with
the
that.
letter
Yeah.
with
She'll
us.
deal with that totally.
But we
That's
need
fair.
the letter.
That's fair, that's fair. Do we?
Okay, so we're just gonna walk into this guy's.
with him.
We've been talking pretty great lately,
With him.
so, you know...
I mean, otherwise we're just going there and killing him without asking him. I feel like
that...
I just think this is the same. Okay, when you're
If
like,
you're
think of
arranging
it
a
as
low-key meeting, obviously the person's going to be there expecting to at least talk for a second.
about-
right. But I don't want to go into like court where he's got like 50 guards. I
No,
want to be like,
low-key
hey,
meeting.
yeah, let's hang out maybe with your one special guard. What's like other than that? How do you?
Does anyone have
how do you wanna
any
play
objections on how to play this, or
How
have
do you
better
want to play
ideas?
it?
I just feel like outright telling him that there's an accusation toward him.
Yeah, let's not say
Puts
who it's
us-
from necessarily.
Well, but it still puts us in a really weird position.
Because then
we're the
ones
brokers
to
of
kill him.
information.
True.
Right,
That's it.
but so killing us does nothing because the information. That's why I'm telling him to tell him, because killing us does nothing. The information still exists.
All we're doing
All
is
we're doing is the
brokering this
relay.
information to
So
him.
The people are going to send more people. There's going to be more us's coming.
But
Right.
at least he's now aware of it.
I'm sure he already
Well,
knows.
if
He's
he
got-
I
did
think
it-
diplomatically, killing
he
us is
did
the
it-
first thing he's going to do.
Then we'll defend
Then we'll
ourselves.
defend ourselves.
Low-key
And we'll know. And in your moral high ground argument, if he tries to kill us,
Let's not get it twisted. I'm not morally.
Anything.
No, I know. With our
What
just
I'm saying
with
is
our
that
just
we
killing
need to
people.
brokerage this properly so that we could hopefully bribe him in some way to help. We would then help him, and in some
Help
way
me
we
help
get
you.
more
Right.
out of it than what she's giving us.
Help me help you.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't think we should necessarily go right in there and be accusatory.
No,
I think
we're
we
just
need
going to leverage
we
the
need
information.
to make friends right
Yeah.
away, and then slowly bring that into play. Because if he feels like we're on his side, regardless of whether we are or aren't, if he
Flattery
feels
is the
that
best
way-
medicine.
Right. If he feels that way, then we're going to not die or not have to fight.
I can dig that.
Okay.
I can dig that.
Solid plan.
All right,
fellas.
let's roll.
Good talk, go team.
Roll to reverse.
Lights
All
are
right,
back
now,
on.
and you're presenting
The lights
thi-
are back
You're
on.
presenting this idea to Ariane Black, then.
I guess we just all got drunk and we're having this conversation. So
All right,
really,
well-
yeah.
Yeah.
He stops for a second, and I suppose that would be a great idea if I had any interest whatsoever in participating.
Yeah, he doesn't really need money.
So what are you doing?
What did
What
I
am
say?
I going to
Maybe
talking
maybe
with
yes.
old friends? What does it sound like?
We watched you dismember a man and then you stole his identity. We're not old
Yes,
friends.
those were such great times.
It was a day or two ago. I'm 300 years old.
Oh, that's adorable. Do you still have birthday cake at that age?
Absolutely. Funfetti every year.
Oh, that does
Is
sound
there at least
intriguing.
funfetti frosting as well?
Of course.
Okay.
Sprinkles or no sprinkles?
Sprinkles.
Always sprinkles.
Yeah, you gotta put sprinkles on top of the
Just making
funfetti.
sure we're not dealing with a
Duh.
bunch of savages here,
It's
okay?
like triple the fun.
Yeah.
So you're just hanging out here just for shits and gigs?
I did want to get your take on things. I feel like your heads are in a good place. I, however, have to go chase down a certain disreputable.
I still like the plan, maybe minus him. We'll just find some way to arrange a meeting with the Baron. It can't be that hard.
Yeah.
You're barking up the right tree, I would say, but that's up to you.
Let's go to Riverford.
Before you leave, Black looks at you, Hoblet. Do you trust me?
I'm growing too.
Stop.
Thanks.
Which only makes him trust you more. That's the irony of that whole conversation.
Going to get along just fine. I'm sure I'll see you all sooner or later. And he steps up right between Quinn and Paradel and kind of puts his arms around both of you. It's been fun. I'll see y'all real soon.
Bye.
And puts his hands behind his back. Make a perception check.
Just me?
Yes, just you.
Quinn.
15.
You perceive nothing. And with that, Aryan Black almost pulls himself out of a drunken state. Like, he looked like he was having a good time, and suddenly just pulls himself together, straightens up, turns around, and walks out into the night.
Quinn pulls out perfume from his cologne, I guess.
Oh, while you
Just
reach into your pocket.
I'm so glad I reached into my pocket.
Yes. You do find that on the inside of your jacket.
What is it?
Dear Alfalfa.
Okay. Hold on. Do I? Okay.
Please read it. Whatever it is, whatever he handed you, please read it.
I hate
Alright,
your
it's okay. Well, actually,
stinking
no,
guts.
I'm sorry.
Quinn is a kind of a
between my toes.
sleight of handy kind of guy.
Dear Darla.
sure.
He's going to feel it, notice it's in there, kind of slip it back, get the perfume. Ugh, I just don't like when dirty people touch me. That's how I'm gonna leave it.
Does he wait to read it later?
Oh yeah.
Are you going to tantalize the audience with this?
Oh yeah.
You're not going to read it to them now?
Absolutely. Isn't this the end of the episode?
How are we on time?
We're actually right about the time.
Perfect. I like it a lot.
You are such an asshole.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm kind of excited.
You
And
know we're
on
all going
that
to read in 1 minute.
Bombshell. We end this arc of the Hapless Heroes.
You have to wait
Next
1 week.
We're
We
going
have to wait 3
Actually,
minutes.
no. So, real quick, before we go into our outro. So, when we're recording this, and actually while this is releasing, because we're kind of caught up while we were ahead before. We're about at the holiday season, and
Yeah.
everyone's starting to get together with family. We have our family here. I'm sure you have all your family out there in Radio Land, wherever you may be listening to this from. And so we're actually going to be, after this arc, releasing the remainder of our episodes exploring Zero's adventure. And once we come back from the new year, we will then continue back into what I'll be DMing.
Oh my god, so you have to
next
wait a lot of weeks, and we
Yeah.
have to wait 5 minutes. That stinks.
No, they have to wait a lot of weeks. So do we, though.
It's like a season finale,
We're
man.
taking a break. Yeah,
It
we're
is.
taking a
Season
holiday break.
finale.
Perfect.
This is how we end arcs around here.
Happened.
Yeah. And so we have another, maybe, I want to say, 3 more episodes of the Zero arc. And so I just want to say, happy holidays to everybody. Thank you for taking some time out of your days to listen to these idiots and myself.
Feliz Navidad.
I'm also an idiot, don't
Happy
worry.
Hanukkah.
I
Who's
included
that
myself
Felix
in that.
Navidad guy?
Felix, he's my buddy. Felix Christmas.
And with that, I guess I'll give it back to Dave to outro the show.
All right, so on that bombshell, we conclude not only the episode,
Wait,
but this arc of
Give us money on our Patreon so you can buy us pizza.
Oh, yeah. So I will be launching our Patreon account.
Give us money so I can take a few dollar bills and shove them in this man's mouth for interrupting me.
Yeah, just keep that on Twitter. But yeah.
So on that bombshell, we end not only this episode, but this arc of the Hapless Heroes podcast. We'll be returning to you in a few weeks with Francesco taking back over as DM and driving this car that I just parked in a totally random direction that I'll have no idea where it's going, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, so let's introduce our cast one more time. I'm Dave. I was your host and DM for this evening. On my left, we have Zach playing Paradil.
So long.
We have James, who played Hoblet the Smasher.
Good night.
We have Francesco playing Felix Fizzlebottom. That's a lot of F's.
So many F's. Good, freaking, fun-filled night.
With funfetti frosting.
Is that good with an F?
Yes.
Awesome alliteration.
It's effing good. But anyway, we also have Joe playing Ezra.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got Mike playing the inimitable Quinn Southwind.
And I have a letter.
Yes, he does. Ha ha ha.
What does it say? No one knows.
And that's all we got for tonight. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Da, 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 da.